Takes a lot to turn on. Dad and Larry will turn it on. No problem. Oh yeah.
Did you get your laundry out?
Yeah. I put what Daddy's got in the basket.
Okay.
But you sound very far away. Oh, yes, he did. I put the other one in the garbage because I can't see the new plant is going to have a problem. One of these is dying. Oh, that I'm learning. We get the lunch break. Well, I can't figure out why you chose to come inside. Why did you leave at 9:30? I'm going to move it forward to carry on your stuff.
I told you the answer that one.
Oh, isn't it in the wash? I thought I put it in the wash. I guess I didn't. I'll see if I can find it. See if there was something. Have a nice birthday.
Well, how old is she now? Some of these, as they say, that you, oh, brought you over my special pickles.
You made them yourself?
Yeah, when Linda was up away in the summer holidays, she asked me if I would do them. So I hope they're white anyway.
Oh, geez, they're beautiful.
What do you want him to do in the Lexington Fair?
There's some strawberry jam.
Oh, boy.
Good.
Ron and Linda said to say hello to y'all. And there's, as I say, there's a book in here that
I like his sweater.
you may like to read.
Picture in the trunk stuff for you.
Back with me, but
Yeah.
if you want any of the pictures, as I said to Arthur, the negatives are in there. You can take the negatives.
Oh, good.
So then I'll bring them back. Two of those there, I think, or no, there's not. Perhaps.
Yeah, yeah, well, that was because I had a couple of planters on there.
Oh, the weight.
Yeah. But I've got to raise that and down here by the door and over in that corner right in.
Those rocks are good too.
Yeah.
Looks like you're feeding the birds.
Oh yeah, the birds went nuts.
Oh, dear. Oh.
are,
And I read it, really happy that it was right up.
those are pictures from, that was a bouquet that the lady next door gave us. Yellow rose. Those are pictures that, no, this was taken at Christmas time.
Oh.
That's Jennifer at Halloween, for the kids who was, I know. And that
Where's that
that
at?
was
This is nice.
at Darity's house.
Ours
The-
were
the banner, the banner is, and that was at the View.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know, a lot of, the ones that we've got are yellow.
You can keep the negatives,
Yeah.
and I've got 23 more coming.
Oh, gosh.
So next time I'll bring them over and what are you doing here, chief cook and
I
bottle
was
washer?
chief cook and bottle washer that day.
Oh, this is the one
And
I'm
that's,
fishing.
Oh, Frank and Garrity were over at
oh
Christmas?
yeah, they came over, yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah. That's, from, I think,
I don't know, there's a bunch of sets there, anyway. What is the sign?
it's happy 50th.
Oh,
Happy 50th
beware of
anniversary.
that.
These are just negatives, isn't it?
Well, we're
I
gonna
don't
get
know.
some, I'm
Oh,
gonna
you're
pick some.
looking at them now.
No, these are the ones that Jennifer
Yeah.
took at Darity's.
I don't know, all the negatives for all of them are in here.
Yeah.
You want the negatives?
Oh, I love them
Yeah.
right together.
I don't know if they're all together or
Oh, these are just negatives, there's no pictures. Those, yeah, there.
and they send them over here, so it's possible you may them.
Hi, how about you?
You see these ones?
No.
Hey, yeah.
And there's the other negatives, so you've got all the negatives.
I've got all the negatives.
That's you there with Dad, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. But this has got me stumped.
That's you and I. Thought I was so thin. I don't know who that is. I was asking Arthur.
Ooh,
about
let's
it.
have a look.
That's Nan, and that's Betty.
That, let's have a look.
And that's his grandmother, Nan and Betty. But
That-
some of those negatives have got to be over 75 years old.
That one has to
That's
be.
your father. And
I don't know who the hell that was, unless it Mrs. Bishop. Because it could be, it could be, oh,
Yes, she had a friend that
that's Nan and writing.
Yeah, fishing.
No, I haven't heard. That must, see, that was Island View Beach. That was Bunty.
Yeah.
That was taken at Island View Beach. That could be, oh, that's a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is St. Lawrence Street and that little gray house.
In a little gray house.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Well, one of them.
Oh, there's one of you.
Yeah,
Do
there's
we have one of?
these negatives that I put in. There's one of you and thanks, Becky. Yeah, I would take them to London Drug,
Yeah,
and
that's what we take
you
them.
may get them done cheaper over here because these
Time.
tires so it won't forget.
No. I guess you can stand some lunch.
Oh, and Ron and Linda said to say hello to you all.
Pardon? What would you like?
Oh, are they really? Yeah. Yeah, between you and
Good.
Dad, you could open a restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
He cooks and he bakes, he makes scones, he makes bread.
Arthur?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's surprising what you can do if you. I always say if you can read, you can cook.
Yeah.
Well, you're quite a cook.
Oh,
I don't get anything fancy, it's usually meat and spuds. So, I'm going to, Yeah, they sure are, they're pretty.
But,
Those onions.
I'll give you the other negatives. I'll show you the pictures and then you can maybe, as I say, some of them are from Half Moon Bay, which you may already have. Those ones you said that you have off those pictures, they're in there, so you just hold them up to the light.
Yeah. Our ones that
I was surprised they turned out, because I took some in there, and when I got the pictures back, they said the negatives were too far gone to take some.
Oh, yeah, I tried that with the I
Yeah.
just feel like a lot better than she was.
Great.
A couple of weeks ago, she was really down.
Yeah.
Couldn't get out. She's sitting in, you know, in the little apartment.
Yeah,
by
well,
herself. But she sees quite a bit.
Out.
And it took her
Oh.
kind of her whole body, it took her 45 minutes.
That thing?
Yeah, they put her, yeah. And, she's having a clean.
I would have done.
And that took me.
Have you bought a car?
Yeah, a blue one.
Not a new one, it's
A blue one.
a blue one, yeah.
The blue one, yeah.
I didn't get the whole story. I guess.
Well, the station wagon was starting to cost me money. I put about, one guy in to this garage to check it out. When they did it, he wanted to only pay 20. So I decided not to sell it. So anyway, we went, Ron did the trip and I went down with him and we went to Mazda and then we went to Toyota and they've got these, all these 93s there and we took one of the lesser ones out and then there was only this one. So he said it was possible to get it for the same price as the others, so that's the route we went. And when we went in there, to get to the story, it's an XL something Toyota Corolla.
Oh, yeah.
And when we went in there, they offered $3,000, and he said, "Well, what's the deal?" Well, he said, "We're thinking of the car and around $10,000." See, this was close enough. So come back, and he said, "How about another?" So he said, "I'm sure we can make a deal." Anyways, he made one more trip and he come back and the offer on the station wagon was close to $1,000.
Did we get to ride in it one day?
You can even drive it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're,
But probably when you come over and I won't have it, I'll be you'll be picked up in the Mazda.
oh no, I'm only giving you a bad time about
Because
driving.
Linda liked it, so I mean, a car's a car to me. So what we did, we put the over 65 pleasure driving on the Mazda. A little bigger than the Mazda.
For Linda, isn't it?
Yeah. There's 4 jobs on it. He wants the Victoria job if he can get it.
Where are the other ones on
Nanaimo. Yeah.
But
Will you
sure
accept
be,
one in Nanaimo?
Big pardon?
Will you accept Nanaimo?
Oh, I think so. I think he wants out of Penticton. In fact, he was saying the Victoria job.
Yeah.
So, God, you're a fast order cook. I guess.
oh, you better believe it, you just follow me around, by Jesus.
But we had that station wagon. I was getting where the last week I was driving it. I had to get it jump started twice, and what it was, I should have done it the first time. I thought it needed a new battery last November. It was getting down and one was down, so he phoned around. So went hard, but not that great. Stopped it, come out, go.
Oh, that's,
So I had to run around to get a guy in the garage to come over, and he was good about it. It was a young kid. he brought his truck over and jump started, and I asked him what I owed him, and he said, well, whatever you figure it's worth.
For jump starting a car, the expensive, Arthur would always jump starting.
From a garage.
Well, if I phone a garage.
Yeah, but he was
Oh,
from
yeah,
the,
oh, right. Oh, the garage, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, his name.
So anyways, when I got it started, I headed right down to the place each.
All the gangsters.
Yeah.
You never know, you could be out somewhere.
Well, I haven't been sleeping. I wake up, I go to sleep fine, but I wake up and then I start thinking and I can't get my sleep into it.
What's that orange stuff?
The young dairy,
And over it, it's fun all through the class.
how does she make out with her fan? Or substitute?
Yeah, yeah.
As long as it's.
She might get a job in one of those, because they can go to school for it.
Well, I don't know about Arthur, but if I know in this retirement it's gonna be so good, I'd have retired years ago. You know, it's hard to believe the way things are going and, you know.
Right
I think
again.
that Dan and probably your mother and father getting $20 a month and what's available for them.
You know what happened, my dad was finally got the pension, which he had to sort of fight even to get, you know.
Yeah.
And, we were living out at the Moses place in
That
the
little house?
and somebody came over, stayed a week in that little house. Somebody turned him into the pension board.
Yeah.
And said he can afford to go to Victoria, he doesn't need a job, a pension, so he lost.
Yeah. Five, and they came out and they interviewed and that, and pension. Cause I was living at the house, they added another 25, that was added in some way or form. And she finally got the letter that she was allowed $840 a year. And cause her income was $842,
Oh.
she was $2 over they figured it out at $2 over the limit. So what she did is she got that job at Goodwill.
Yeah. That was a good job for her, you know,
Yeah,
she could talk to people.
Yeah.
I mean, she was the master of it.
Yeah.
She was really tied down. She could have done a lot better with her.
Yeah.
Anyhow, he said take 2 Tylenol free. He took them off being
Up to what you can take.
Oh yeah, they're strong, but Tylenol free is strong. Now that's still, sweating 1 minute and then.
What would you like?
I'll have one of those white ones. What have you got?
Well, I've got turkey, turkey breast, roast beef, and Coke or
No, a glass of
give it
water.
around a glass of water, okay?
So anyhow, with the cancer clinic right now, because I'm waiting, you know, till they start for chemotherapy, I guess. And,
Right, forget, thanks for that golf
oh,
towel.
you're welcome.
Yeah. I needed a golf towel.
Did you? Oh,
There you go, what is the Royal Bank on it?
Yeah. I'll be your advertising agent.
yes.
There's some of the soup
Oh,
that you
yeah.
had yesterday for lunch. Would you like some of that?
Excuse me.
I'll have it later. I'll have this now in the bun.
What is that? I saw Jennifer Torn.
Dollars for the case at the London Drugs, but they were $13 at,
Cancer clinic.
it's 32 and the
very
surplus is
sweet.
38.
Yeah.
And it's nauseating. Yeah. But the night before last, just cover it with water and let it cook for 2 hours. The Cuisinart was just a brown, mucky mess. And vegetables that disappeared, but all the meat was there. Just like being fibrous meat. I couldn't eat it. Anyhow, I saved a piece for today to save my life. He got on.
We have a
Gotta
case
be-
of. Molly, I think I'm gonna put you outside.
I do nothing.
Why, that Heidi, every time you rattle a fork, she's at the table.
Oh Christ, this one is, help yourself to whatever you can see.
Jennifer Glenn.
No, Jennifer just had breakfast, so
Oh.
she said.
I'll see her late.
Oh, sorry, Ern. Good thinking. Yeah, go ahead.
She didn't break her arm, I think. She broke something up here. She fell against the corner of a cabinet. I guess as we get older, I guess our bones are brittle.
Would you like a bucket? Warm milk.
No, I want water. I just water. Actually, that's all I think.
Yeah. As I say, she's taken therapy at the hospital. I thought most breaks were just about a period of healing.
I guess
You know, too, Linda and I were talking, so I stayed at Linda's overnight because it was more convenient. She drove me out to the ferry. You know, she gets a homemaker in there every day to clean that plant. Which, I mean, when she puts 2 hours cleaning the flat, what, I mean,
Oh,
you,
married. And she, well, because there's nothing for her to do. I tied up because and she gets.
I don't know, she draws something.
First, it costs a lot less than if you had to stay in the hospital.
I mean, this is what they're working towards really mostly now.
Home care.
And they figure,
How many cookies?
You know, this, and Meals and Wheels she got. But you can't use the hospital. She phoned you and you said, oh, I phoned you, we're at home, so call me back.
they try to get you.
And I said, yeah.
Well,
The one from the mint, I bought some mint.
Oh, you made them, yeah?
Oh, great.
This is what I say, if you're interested in one, I'll bring you one. Actually, there's 13 quarters.
oh, there's nothing's
Good
happening.
idea.
Yeah. Was gonna bring the pictures over to show you. And a 1983 quarter to a collector. And this is out of the catalog, which the catalog price, this is what they'll pay. It's in, yeah, 69.
1969.
And all our quarters.
No, saving hockey cards.
Yeah. So
Oh, great.
Justin's been driving us nuts. My dad saved baseball cards down there. It must be somewhere in your attic, I think. That's what it is,
Is he into baseball?
Cards, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got a couple of his cards. I've got
I'll buy it. Did you,
options of hockey cards.
Oh.
Baseball. I've been doing it for about, I guess 40 years. I started at McDonald's. McDonald's
Oh,
had
yeah,
a
they.
Costco was selling baseball cards. Box. There was 200 cards in it. Was it 200 or 200 cards? Box got Justin a box. Or did we get him a box? Anyhow, he got a whole pile of them, and he was going to make $1 million. Looking for them and say, "What the hell do you do with your baseball cards?"
You go back to Morris Richard as far as the catalog goes, in their day, their cards are up there.
Games, but
Oh, hell yeah, there was one that
we got.
robbed a card shop
It
somewhere
was
in.
in front, it wasn't a real card shop, it was a card shop.
When I see those guys,
Yeah, but that's the one thing you don't do.
I know that, but I
Don't
just,
even look at it, don't ever make eye contact with him. This is silly.
Well, it's like Colin was over there with his dad. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. Too much.
there's a lot of those.
Oh, right.
And
Yeah.
guys with earrings.
Yeah, I know it's hard to keep them
That's a bloody earring at all. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, I imagine,
Booty pants.
yeah, all must have had homes. I'm not saying that you look at it, if we have a home and you have youngsters, whether they be teens or they're 20, as long as they're living at home, even though what I was getting at though, they already hire them anyway, so it isn't,
They're all going well.
Yeah,
they put up a metal house. for-
shelter, yeah,
And,
they burned it down.
well, it burnt down, some guy got burned in there, someone,
What?
yeah, they remodeled it all.
No,
Down
Christ,
on
I had no
Store Street.
idea.
Across the street from there, they have for jobs, they're not gonna get jobs from the appearance of them themselves, as they say.
They don't want it, they don't want it, they want somebody to hand them something. I worked with a guy, said to me one day, "What are your kids like?" And he said, "There's 8 of them, living in an apartment field, all on welfare."
And the boiler. You see, and then the way we've got things set up too, some people don't. All
And
the
all the
medical
medical,
expenses for his
clothing,
kids, clothes, or
rent.
whatever goes with it, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Probably get into the.
It's willing to go to work, there's a hell of a lot of
Yeah.
guys in the same.
Basically.
Yeah.
That Jim
That was in
Lindsay
the front room. It's nice
that I
in
was,
there.
you know.
Yeah.
down at- he phones me every once in a while. They have a CPR get
Yeah,
together
they have
down
a club, yeah.
at Cherry Bank, and he's been trying to get me to go
Yeah,
down
that's what
there.
that's what they said, they have this,
Yeah.
he showed all the, and I'm like, gosh, I wish you'd seen that.
Yeah.
Pretty to know some of the guys.
That was a nice lunch.
Well, I just whipped it up. Oh, I just whipped it up, you know, got
On
a
the
chance that
spur
we
of
were
the
going to
moment.
stay. Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
You haven't finished your coffee.
No, it's a little too strong already. I'm going
I
to,
woke up with, I don't know what it is. I woke up.
you got a Charlie horse.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you've probably been sleeping the wrong way.
Are you taking Peggy to the?
No, well, I don't know yet. If he does, we'll go down for a drive and just sit and talk to you in the car.
I could get to the ferry by.
Oh, sure. You'll get the 5 o'clock ferry. I'll have you down there at 4 o'clock. Plenty of time, Ern. I'll have everything together.
No, coming over that fog on from, once we got out of the Swartz Bay and got past Salt Spring Island, you just went right into the fog.
Yeah, well, this
And never
morning.
got out of it till we got out in the streets, really.
Oh, right. Well, we got the fog this morning.
Yeah,
When I got up, it was actually frosty here this morning,
it was frosty in Victoria too.
and we get the fog.
Those are nice, pardon me, those are nice buns.
Yeah, Safeway potato buns.
Yeah. So as they say, next time you come over, you'll get a ride in the Mazda.
Yeah, that's great.
Is that, you keep that fireplace going?
No, well, it was cool this morning, and
Yeah.
Jennifer liked it, because it really warms up that room,
Yeah,
and
well-
probably thought maybe you might want to go and sit in the living room and.
One has gas in his,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, as long as it's there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like everything else, it's the same as electricity. If the power goes off, when we get into a situation here, like a couple of times, they've been doing a lot of construction around the area, and
we wind up with somebody digging up the gas main.
Yeah.
And it all goes off, and then there's the panic station. Now this goes here, this is Jeff, then Peggy's butter. Try to keep her fat, trying to get her fat.
Yeah.
And but it's nice, and it's really bloody.
Here's some potato salad.
Yeah, I'll put that in a container.
No, okay.
Like possibly to water during
Oh.
when I'm away. If I'm home, I'll drink tea.
Yeah.
But, start drinking tea, I can't get 10
Oh.
feet away from it.
Oh, right, yeah, well, that was what I know she had onions, but they were fried. I had them
How do you
on.
make out driving in the snow?
Oh, really?
I guess they're obligated